93.5 The Bird and AM 740.
I'm going to reach over and hit the magic button, and it's time to get this thing underway.
He's been waiting to entertain you
here on your radio. Curtains going up on Martin in the morning.
Now let's go.
Yes, I could not agree more. Let's go for a Tuesday morning. Time for a look at traffic and weather together. And this weather report brought to you by your friends at CertaPro Painters. You see, whether you're painting on the inside, the outside, the porch, the barn, you name it, CertaPro Painters, your number one paint contractor here in the city, all around the historic triangle, and the most referred across America.
93.5 The Bird and AM 740.
Local.
And thank you, Johnny Cottle, and our WMBG Weather Center, brought to you by CertaPro Painters. And hey, this traffic report brought to you by the Gold Standard and imported luxurious automobiles. Yes, I'm talking Porsche and checkered flag Porsche. You owe it to yourself to test drive one today. Well, having a look at the interstate, I-64 eastbound and westbound. Looks like we have a disabled vehicle in the southbound lane. Well, actually, it's the northbound lane of I-664 at Powhatan Parkway in the city of Hampton. So that's coming from the Monitor Merrimack Bridge Tunnel and heading toward the Hampton Coliseum. And also, we have about a 3-mile delay, I-64 eastbound at the Hampton Roads Bridge Tunnel, coming off the peninsula and heading into the city of Norfolk. And otherwise, things are looking pretty good at the James River Bridge, the George B. Coleman Bridge, and the Benjamin Harrison Bridge in Hopewell. Jamestown Scotland Ferry on time and on schedule at 199, looking good so far in York County, James City County, and the city of Williamsburg. Don't forget, got some road work coming up this evening at 7 o'clock till 5 a.m. on Wednesday morning. And you'll find that in James City County, I-64 eastbound and westbound at mile markers 224 and 234. And things looking good in the city of Williamsburg proper. That's been a look at traffic and weather together. And we're all here with Martin in the morning. It is 4 minutes after 8 o'clock. And back to the music, and we're going to jump in our time machine and travel back to the year 1966 for this one. Los Bravos in Black is Black, and I Want My Baby Back. Oh, yeah. Music that you love with the best variety, and it's all right here on Williamsburg's radio station.
Great radio station.
You guys are great, and I listen to you every day.
I love the variety. What is this? What is this?
WMBG.
Los Bravos from the year 1966, and Black is Black, and I Want My Baby Back, and I want the music that you love with the best variety, and so do you, I'll bet. And it's 7 minutes after 8 o'clock, and you've got the old Martin boy, Greg Martin, right here, right now on FM 93.5 The Berg and AM 740 WMBG, or perhaps you're listening online at WMBGradio.com. AM, FM, or on the internet, we are so glad you're here, and it's time for a look at sports.
WMBG Sports.
And this sports report brought to you by Williamsburg's radio station, FM 93.5 The Berg and AM 740 WMBG. Well, the Final Four is set for Saturday. The Fighting Illini, the number 3 seed, taking on the number 2 seed UConn at 6:09 p.m. This coming Saturday, April the 4th. And then at 9 o'clock that evening, number 1 seeds Michigan and Arizona going to be facing off, and the winner of those games will be in the national championship come Monday night. And not sure, well, it gets underway at 8:30 Eastern time. So an exciting weekend of college basketball, so I'm sure you'll want to be part of that. And also, things are going to be heating up tonight in the Capital One Arena when the Washington Capitals are playing host to the Philadelphia Flyers. And that gets underway at 7 p.m. tonight. And the Carolina Hurricanes, well, they're on the road in Columbus, Ohio, taking on the Columbus Blue Jackets. And face-off time for that is at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. And the Washington Wizards, they're having a rough year again this year. Had a late game last night on the West Coast, taking on the L.A. Lakers. And the Lakers won that game by a score of 120-101. And coming up tomorrow night, the 76ers and the Washington Wizards. And Major League Baseball from yesterday, a veritable plethora of games since the regular season has gotten underway. The Texas Rangers defeated the Baltimore O's by a score of 5-2. The Nationals winning big time over the Philadelphia Phillies, 13-2. Pirates, well, they came up a little bit short to the Cincinnati Reds. Cincinnati won that one by a score of 2-0. And the Colorado Rockies, well, they were all over the world champion Toronto Blue Jays, and the final on that one was 14-5 yesterday. Wow. Lots of home runs and triples and doubles and all that great stuff. And the Mets, well, they won by 2 over the St. Louis Cardinals by a score of 4-2. And the Astros put a whipping on the Boston Red Sox as the Astros won that game by a score of 8-1. On the West Coast, the Seattle Mariners edged out the New York Yankees by a score of 2-1. Games on tap for today, the Texas Rangers and the O's at 6:35 p.m. 6:40 tonight, the Nationals and the Phillies, and 6:40 also the Pirates and the Reds. The Atlanta Braves and the Athletics going to be playing at 7:15, and the Mets and the Cardinals at 7:45. 8:10 tonight, the Boston Red Sox and the Astros, and another late game on the West Coast with the Yankees and the Mariners, and that gets underway at 9:40 Eastern Time. And that's been a look at sports, and this sports report brought to you by Williamsburg's radio station, FM 93.5 The Berg at AM 740 WMBG. And sometimes when you want to go to happy hour, you're thinking, well, I don't know if I'm going to make it on time. Well, when it comes to longboards over at Premium Outlets, I guarantee you can make it on time because their happy hour begins at 11 in the morning and goes until 7 at night. Oh, yeah. So it's going to be a great time over at Longboards, and that's at Premium Outlets on Richmond Road right here in town. It's 11 minutes after 8 o'clock, and Natalie Cole, number one song from the year 1975. Oh, This Will Be an Everlasting Love. And speaking of love, the music that you love with the best variety, it's all right here on Williamsburg's radio station, WMBG, AM and FM. Good Tuesday morning to ya.
It's our music.
It's our station.
All the music you love.
On 740 AM and 93.5 The Berg.
WMBG.
Williamsburg's radio station.
That's Cher from the early 1970s and singing about Dark Lady at FM 93.5 The Berg and WMBG AM 740. Or perhaps you're listening online at WMBGradio.com, AM, FM, or on the internet. We are so very glad you're here on this Tuesday morning. Coming back with a look at traffic and weather together, and then more of the music that you love with the best variety.
93.5 The Berg and AM 740.
It is 24 minutes after 8 o'clock here on a Tuesday morning. And you've got the old Martin boy, Greg Martin, right here, right now on FM 93.5 and AM 740 WMBG. And it's time for a look at traffic and weather together. And this weather report is sponsored by your friends at CertaPro Painters. You see, whether you're painting on the inside, the outside, the porch, the barn, you name it, CertaPro Painters, your number one paint contractor here in the city, all around the historic Triangle. And did you know the most preferred across America? Well, I'm having a look out of our studio windows here at 1005 Richmond Road on the corner of Shirley Avenue. Sunny, blue skies, and ready for this 62 degrees. And the colonial capital of the whole wide world, warm, wonderful Williamsburg. And 61 at Jamestown, 62 under the bridge in Yorktown, and also 62 at the courthouse in Surrey County. And here he comes, that true Southern gentleman, our version of Rhett Butler. His name is Johnny Cottle, standing by at our WMBG Weather Center, brought to you by Certipro Painters.
93.5 The Bird and AM 740.
And MTV was supposed to supplant and eliminate all the cool DJs because everybody was going to see their music on video, right? And we even play a song by the Buggles called Video Killed the Radio Star. Well, I'm not going to say I'm a star, but I'm still here after 46 years. My angel is a centerfold, Jay Giles Band.
93.5 The Bird. The Bird.
What was that movie they used that? I think it was Bill Murray and Stripes. Isn't that correct? Yeah. Sometimes my brain doesn't work quite so well early in the morning, but I remember they were doing those drill things, for the commanding general. Yeah, that's a fact, Jack. Yeah. Probably would have been court-martialed in real life, but for a movie, it was pretty funny stuff, And if you're heading to work, it is 8:34, or you have 26 minutes before 9 o'clock. And going to turn back the clock to the year 1973 for this one, and I'm going to break out my Casio keyboard here. Tickle a few ivories. No, I'm just having a little fun with you. This is King Harvest and doing a little dancing in the moonlight. The music that you love on Williamsburg's radio station.
We get it on.
It's a great radio station.
You guys are great, and I listen to you every day.
I love the variety. What is this? What is this?
WMBG.
Always love that tune. I guess it kind of has that reggae flavor to it. That's King Harvest from the year 1973. And everybody was dancing in the moonlight. It is 8:37 here on Martin and the Morning at FM 93.5 The Berg and AM 740 WMBG. Or maybe you're listening online at WMBGradio.com. Don't forget, getting ready to do U.S. History Trivia and give you a chance to win a gift card to one of my favorite places in the whole wide world. Yeah, that's the Shoofly Dairy Bar, located on Merrimack Trail 143. And, man, do they have some great stuff. And, I talk about this all the time. And forgive me for being redundant, but that Shoofly pie, we spend lots of time in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, and their shoofly pie is the best I've ever had. So don't tell the people at the Roots Market in Mannheim or anything like that, but that's the best shoofly pie I've ever had. And it's right here in town at the Shoofly Dairy Bar, and their snowballs are to die for. Yeah, there's nothing not to like about the Shoofly Dairy Bar, located next to Emily's Donuts right here in town.
93.5 The Bird and AM 740.
That gets underway at 7 tonight till 5 a.m. on Wednesday morning. And that's been a look at traffic and weather together. And we're all here with Martin in the Morning, and it's time for trivia.
Here at FM 93.5 The Berg and AM 740 WMBG, we know we have the smartest listeners in the world. So, it's time for Martin in the Morning Trivia.
Yes, it's time for Martin in the Morning Trivia. And, most of us who grew up in Virginia, we had Virginia history in the 4th grade. And, we talked a lot about this because growing up in the cradle of democracy, the historic triangle, Yorktown, Jamestown, and the city of Williamsburg, you couldn't hardly go wrong. But anyway, here is our question for today. How many American colonies fought for independence during the American Revolution? And I've got 4 choices for you. Was it A, 13, B, 12, C, 11, or D, 10? All right, we're talking about the colonies before we became the United States of America. During the American Revolution, How many colonies fought for their independence from their mother country, England? Was it A, 13, B, 12, C, 11, or D, 10? If you know the answer, pick up the phone and call me, and I'll give you a gift card to the Shoe Fly Dairy Bar. And our telephone number is 757-565-7401. That's 757-565-7401. How many American colonies fought for their independence during the American Revolution? Was it A, 13? Was it 12? Was it 11? Or was it 10? You know the answer, call me. Here's Chris Montez as our music rolls on a Tuesday morning.
93.5 The Bird and AM 740.
Yes, Chris Montez, and if you're feeling sad and lonely or you'd like to win a prize, if we're playing trivia, you can call me, right? Yeah, 757-565-7401. And, you know, Daryl Key did just that. And Daryl Key is like our version of Ken Jennings. He's probably won more trivia contests here on Martin in the Morning than any other listener. And, this morning, to use a baseball analogy, he hit this one over the fence as well. How many American colonies fought for independence during the American Revolution? And the answer was 13. So, if you happen to see Daryl Key around town this morning, say hello to him and say, "Hey, Daryl, you're the smartest guy in the whole historic triangle." And, you know, when I think about the 13 colonies, remember the flag with the rattlesnake chopped into 13 pieces? Yeah, a little bit gross, but, it got the message, right? And then we united and declared our independence from England, and the rest is U.S. history, as they say. Here are the Hollies and Bus Stop as our music rolls on.
93.5 The Bird. The Bird.
That's the Hollies and Bus Stop, and it's 8:51 or 9 minutes before 9 o'clock. And you've got the old Martin boy, Martin in the Morning. And, we've gotten a winner right out of the chute first thing this morning in our U.S. History Trivia Contest, if I can talk this morning. And our winner is Daryl Key of James City County, lives up in Norwich. And today's question, how many American colonies fought for independence during the American Revolution? And there were 13 colonies, and Daryl nailed it. And I think Daryl works for the city of Williamsburg now, but for a long time he worked for Colonial Williamsburg, so that gave him a real advantage. But either way, Daryl really knows his history. So if you see him around town today, congratulate him. And your chance to win is coming up in just a little bit when we do Virginia Geography Trivia. Curtis Mayfield from the year 1970. Yeah, we're going to move on up. Wakey time with the old Martin boy. It's 8:52.
It's a great radio station.
You guys are great, and I listen to you every day.
I love the variety. What is this? What is this?
WMBG.
You know what they say, time flies when you're having fun. Already, it is 8:58, 2 minutes before 9 o'clock, and wrapping up hour number 1 with Martin in the Morning, with lots of excitement coming up in hour number 2. Yeah, going to be doing Virginia Geography Trivia next hour, and Heritage Humane Society will be here, Jenny from Heritage, and one of God's four-legged creatures, whether it's a dog or a cat, not sure. And then going to be flying in the time machine on this day in history. March 31st in the year 1963. You see, we've got good things all day long right here on Williamsburg's radio station.
It's our music.
It's our station.
All the music you love.
On 740 AM and 93.5 The Bird.
WMBG.
Williamsburg's radio station.
Now let's pause for pause.
Yeah, it sounds like a plan to me. Let's pause for pause. Of course, Jenny is here from the Heritage Humane Society, and so is Piglet. And Piglet is a terrier mix, I guess, right?
She's a mix.
Yeah,
she's a mixed breed of something.
And she's kind of a handful. Yeah, we're having.
Yeah,
how old is she?
Fun.
Yeah.
She's, believe it or not, she's 2.
Uh-huh.
So she might appear a little bit older, but she still has a ton of energy.
Well, that's what I was going to say. say, she almost seems like in the puppy stage. I would have guessed maybe a year-old or something like that.
Yeah. So she exploded into the studio here this morning with us to explore and investigate and to meet Greg. And but she's settled down now. She's very treat motivated, so we're keeping her entertained with some treats while we talk to you guys. But again, this is Piglet.
Right. Well, one of the first things Jenny told me, she said, "Hey, this is going to be a challenge. We're going to have fun today."
Yeah.
That's what she told me. Yeah. That's an excellent point, by the way. So, we've got Piglet, and you can find her picture and her bio on the Facebook page and the website at heritagehumane.org, right?
Correct, yes. And she is a 2-year-old mixed breed. She is what we call a low rider. She is short to the ground, but she's 50 pounds, y'all. Yeah. So she definitely holds her weight. And
here comes the low rider.
Yeah, exactly. And she is a bundle of energy, just looking for somebody that might want to adventure a little bit, but I guarantee she will be a cuddle bug on that couch with you at the same time. So she has...
How does she do with other pets?
With other dogs, we believe she's dog social, so she does fine with other dogs. We don't really test dogs with cats, and we don't really know a whole lot about her history. She came to us about a week ago on March 24th. She was a transfer in from one of our local partner shelters.
Okay.
But as far as other dogs go, she's been doing well in her dog testing.
Okay.
So that's great. And she's
Phi Beta Kappa at the Heritage Humane Society. Yeah. She has a high GPA with her tests, right?
Yes, exactly. Okay. Yeah. But she's a bundle of energy and so much fun. And neither of us in the studio have stopped smiling since she walked in. She
lights up a room. I'll give you that for sure. Yeah. So if you'd like to find out about Piglet, go ahead and visit their website, and you can learn all about it, or you could call us if you want.
Yeah.
All right. Well, big things coming up on April the 18th, I believe it is, right?
That's correct.
That, of course, is the Black Tie and Tails Gala.
Yes.
At Doubletree here in Williamsburg, down by Kings Mill, correct?
Correct, yes. And not to place any pressure on people, but this is the last week for ticket sales. So if you've been thinking about going, please purchase your tickets. We have a few that are left, so they're selling fast. And like I said, this Friday is when we need to have a general idea of numbers to give to the hotel so we can be prepared for all 350 of you to join us.
Yeah, Good Shot Judy's going to be performing, by the way, and they're worth it. On top of being such a wonderful cause, they're one of the premier musical groups here in this area. So,
yeah, and so they'll be performing a private show for our VIP party that starts at 5. Correct.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's right.
And then at 6, the doors will open to the ballroom. Dinner will be served shortly thereafter, and then we have a fabulous night of programming, which will include another concert by Good Shot Judy, but information about all of the work that's been done at the shelter over the last year. It really is going to be such a fabulous night full of opportunities to support the cause. We have a live auction, a silent auction. Piglet.
Piglet has discovered our wastebasket under the console.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what that is. Also, you encourage dancing as well. It's not just a concert. But, because I've seen some video and some pictures from previous galas, and people are dancing the night away.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so you can do that
bring your
as well.
dancing shoes.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, and
I want to put on my boogie shoes, like Casey and the Sunshine Band, right?
Yeah, we're going to have Squared Away Entertainment there again this year, hosting our photo booth. So there will be opportunities to capture all the fun with the group that you come with. Even if you are coming individually, I guarantee you will leave the night with new friends, knowing that you have supported a fantastic cause. We are so excited for this event. Please consider joining us.
And also, some of the things that are available, Michael Fagan at Williamsburg Jewelers has created this beautiful necklace with diamonds and
a diamond, a large diamond,
a very large diamond. And you know what they say: diamonds are a girl's best friend.
Yes.
Right?
So this is because this piece is so exquisite. It truly deserves to stand alone as the sole raffle prize. So Williamsburg Jewelers is our Paws and Pendant raffle sponsor. This is a 1.72 carat solitaire pear-shaped natural diamond. So it comes in a 14 karat gold setting as well as a 14 karat gold chain. It is so beautiful. Raffle tickets are $25. This necklace is valued at $7,000.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. At least $7,000. Yeah. I was actually expecting more like 10.
Nope. Well, this is
I like your numbers better than mine. Okay.
A prize to be had. So think about how much money you'd be saving, even if you purchased, I don't know, 50 raffle tickets. You know, it's a true gem of a raffle prize.
Boy, aren't you clever this morning? That's funny. Yeah.
So
So they're doing that, and
it's our first ever live auction. We're also going to have our first ever paddle raise, fund the need kind of programming. So truly at the heart of it all, it is to support the pets. We've seen actually, we were looking at the numbers, we've seen a 40% increase in owner surrendered or strays coming in to date this year. And so we are truly in a state of need right now.
Yeah, I certainly understand. So even if you can't attend the Black Tie and Tails Gala, consider making a contribution or volunteering at the Heritage Humane Society, and they're at 430 Waller Mill Road, right?
That's correct. Just down past Waller Mill Elementary at the end of the road.
Right.
That's where you can find us. And Miss Piglet, she is looking for you.
Yeah, Miss Piglet is looking for a forever home. Well, Jenny, as always, time flies when you're having fun, talking about all this great stuff. And we'll get together again next Tuesday morning as the big gala draws ever so close, because we'll be into April next week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy.
So think about that. Ooh, okay. Yeah. Today's the last day of the month, by the way.
Yeah.
All righty. Well, Jenny from Heritage Humane Society and Miss Piglet with Martin in the Morning here at FM 93.5 and AM 740 WMBG.
93.5 The Berg.
I'm looking on the front lawn, and there it is, our Porsche 911 WMBG in the Berg Time Machine, traveling back on this day in history, March 31st in the year 1963, starting with song number 10 by Eddie Gourmet and Blame It on the Bossa Nova. And number 9, Bill Purcell in Our Winter Love, one of those instrumentals. And number 8, before they had aerobics, Baby Workouts, by Jackie Wilson. And number 7, In My Dreams by Roy Orbison. Number 6, The Cascades, The Rhythm of the Rain. And number 5, Bobby Darin, and You're My Reason for Living. And number 4, this street can be found in the city of Brotherly Love, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, on South Street with the Orlons. And the number 3 song, The End of the World by Skeeter Davis. And number 2 from Akron, Ohio, Ruby and the Romantics, and Our Day Will Come. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, great song. All righty, let's build a little suspense now. Let's, guys in the percussion section, can you give me a little snare drum roll here? Yeah, just like that. Bring in my singers and sing number 1 for me. Can you do that? Yeah, perfect. And on this day in history, March 31st, 1963, the Chiffons had a number 1 song with He's So Fine. Oh, girl, he's so fine. Let's go on back. What do you say? Here we go.
1963.